Hi there, savewith.crypto here. Okay, so I actually recorded this video, or the actual video, on the early hours of Sunday morning. It was so late I didn't record any audio because it would have woken everybody up. So I'm just going to try and remember what I did. So I was basically unstaking this LP chunk of tokens, LP tokens, in the ZoidPay-EGLD farm. It was quite a lot. It was like 218 ZoidPay-EGLD LPs. So I unbonded that, and then the idea was to stake it into the ZoidPay-EGLD farm over on the xExchange. Now, when I did this, I was expecting the percentage, the XMEX percentage you get. I was expecting that to drop down quite a lot. What I wasn't prepared for was quite how much it was and how much energy I would need to kind of boost it up to the full amount. So here I am over on the xExchange, and you can see here that the energy is 2.9 trillion, which is quite a lot. But I did need more by the end of it, and I need more right now, so I need to think of a strategy. But I'll show you what happened anyway. So I basically took a screenshot of that, showing the energy and the position in the league. And then I was having a bit of difficulty actually finding what had happened to the LP tokens, which was a bit of concern because they were worth about 17 grand. I was quite relieved to find them here in the liquidity over on the xExchange. So note to self, don't do things at 1 o'clock in the morning just because you can. So the idea then was to stake them in the ZoidPay-EGLD farm. And that was earning 152%, which is amazing. Unfortunately, that didn't last. But I staked the LPs. Now, I staked the whole lot, which in retrospect might have been a mistake. Because as you can see here, it went down from 152.69% with a nice green rocket down to 53.88% with a evil looking red rocket. Okay, I expected a dump, but not that much, so I'm not sure where to go from here. What I did try doing was leaving it a few hours and seeing what XMEX I could get together and to see if that would improve the percentage there. So what I did was I had a look round to see what I could generally sort of pick up, by what I could harvest. And it wasn't a lot, to be honest, and my experiment was to see how much I could improve that percentage by, and it was really minimal, because I think what it was saying is like I need 18 trillion energy to get it to optimal. Now I know that when you're not at optimal, you're still getting quite a high percentage, so I'm kind of hoping that, with like a few trillion or something, it might make it back into the 100% plus. But as I left this recording on Sunday, the energy was at this figure here, 2960024360124 energy, and the percentage of that farm was 50.5%. So I'm going to wait a few days and see if I could improve that a little bit before we do the next harvest on Friday. Okay, so it's now Tuesday, so a couple of days have passed. Predictably, the APR here has gone down a little bit, just 0.25%. The reason being is as each day goes on, the energy gets less. Which is another point I can mention as well, is the fact that with this energy multiplier, I can actually push that up to 4 in 2 days, 7 hours and 11 minutes. To give me the full 4x. So I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference. I think it might actually, but there's that I can do anyway. So basically I was just going to look at what I can get XMEX wise now and see if I can increase that energy a bit and start to get this rocket to look a bit more green. I know it's got to go orange first, but let's just have a look at what I can farm. Now, the thing is with the farms is the boosted rewards you can only claim on Friday. So that, for example, is this here, which is like $48 there. But I can claim this 9, so I may as well harvest that, hadn't I? Okay, which is like 1.6 million XMEX. That's actually not a lot. Okay, so there's that claimed, and also look at this farm here. There's probably something I can claim here. Yeah, I can actually probably claim there's $30 worth here. That one I'll have to wait till Friday, obviously. But let's just do this, just to give you an idea of how much a bunch of XMEX could improve the matters. Now, I did harvest a little bit of ZoidPay out of my shopping pool as well, just like, you know, $15 worth. So let's swap that into MEX as well. Okay, so that should get 2.7 million MEX. Okay, that's done. So we can come over here, go to my XMEX, and this MEX here, we can lock that for 4 years and get 3.9 billion energy. Okay, so lock that now. Okay, right, let's have a look at what the energy is. So the energy is 2.969. It was 2.955 before, so it's gone up a little bit. The position hasn't changed. So has the farm percentages changed? Okay, so it was at 50.25. It's actually gone down. Okay. Yeah. I think what I need to do is, I think I staked too much ZoidPay-EGLD LP tokens in there. So at the moment there's a withdrawal penalty of 3%. I'm not paying that. So that expires in 4 days, 6 hours and 42 minutes. And I think what I might do is I might put it back into either the Wand farm or the ZoidPay farm. I'll show you those. Because the only problem I've got here is these aren't displaying the right results and we don't really know what's going on. I mean, the super farm one, I would love to stake an NFT there, but it doesn't work. It just sort of redirects to the top of the page. So I can't stake an NFT in there. It displays my own ZoidPay as not a number, ZoidPay. And the one farm is just crazy. I've taken all the stuff I've got staked out of there pretty much. And, you know, according to this, I have 77 billion wand. I think that's more than the total supply, which is supposed to be worth 23.227 million. Pretty sure it's not. So yeah, assuming I'm not a multimillionaire with wand, I think this isn't displaying correctly. This one, God knows what's happening with it. And I feel a little bit iffy about staking in there, but apparently they are working, but they're just not displaying correctly. And I really wish ZoidPay would pull their finger out and get this sorted. I guess what I'll do is I'll wait a few days, take some of that LP tokens out, which is a bit annoying because there will be an unbonding period, which is never fun. And I'll put it back into the Wand farm. I'll tell you what though, from what I've been reading, if you've staked a NFT in the Wand farm, don't unstake it if you plan to keep staking in there, because apparently once you take one out, you lose the boost that it's giving. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah, if you've staked one in there, keep it in there for as long as you possibly want the Wand farm, because it will work for ever apparently. But once you've taken it out, it won't. Which does seem mightily unfair, to be honest, but that's how it is. Okay, so I don't know what I've concluded in this. I've just concluded that I've definitely staked way too much of the ZoidPay-EGLD LP tokens, and it might be better off either in the super farm here or the Wand farm there. But the problem is here is you can't claim, you can't harvest yet because it's not working properly. So in a way, that's what's not interesting me. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. And of course, Friday might be different because there's going to be a larger amount of XMEX available, and things might start to look a little bit more rosy then. So I suppose the point behind this video is really to say that if you do have ZoidPay-EGLD liquidity, it's quite valuable in my mind, but you want to think carefully about where you're going to put it, because if you put it in this farm here, you can get lovely, 140 odd APR, percentages, amazing, but you need the energy to kind of make that happen. So there's that. And then if you're going to put it into these farms here, you can use the super farm there that's not working, well, not displaying properly. And in theory, you can get up to 36%, but I don't know if that includes staking the NFT. Without seeing these numbers correctly, there's not a lot we can do, really. Just pray, really. The one farm, as I say, ridiculous. I don't know what's going on there, but in theory, you can get up to, crazy percentages there, like, 1,500% by, staking a lot and then staking an NFT on top of that, you get more. As I say, don't unstake it if you've already staked one. So that's your options, really. I'm going to wait 4 days and decide what to do, because I think I need to spread it out back into these. But I just wish they were working. So ZoidPay, if you're watching, please sort this out as soon as you can, because I'd love to know what to do for the best. And for everybody else out there, let me know what you decide. Leave it down in the comments. While you're down there, give the video a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Leave a nice comment anyway. And do like the video, obviously. And above all, tell your friends.